Got her, 17-year-old girl. Texts her friends for 3 days telling them her boyfriend's missing, but this girl knew he wasn't missing.
If you logged on to Hulu today, the girl from Plainville is now on the home screen. Many of you are familiar with the Michelle Carter story. We've covered it for nearly a decade.
But your kids might not be, and this show is about suicide. Tonight, Boston 25 News reporter Wale talked with mental health experts about the conversations you should be having and the boundaries you should put in place.
It was a story that brought TV cameras right here to the streets of Plainville. And now that same story is going from the streets of Plainville to your TV screen on Hulu.
Anticipate a defense of involuntary intoxication.
Michelle Carter's involuntary manslaughter conviction is now reaching a whole new audience.
17-year-old girl.
Actress Elle Fanning is playing Carter in a new Hulu doc telling the story of the girl from Plainville who encouraged high school boyfriend Conrad Roy to take his own life in 2014.
What questions do I ask? How do I talk to my child about this?
I guess I would probably start off by asking them as a parent how that made them feel or what drew them to the show specifically. Then, of course, I would be concerned in the back of my mind.
Mental health experts we spoke to say if your child is watching the show, to have a conversation with them. And some even recommend boundaries for all children.
Do not allow Chromebooks or cell phones in the bedroom after the child goes to sleep. That's number one. Most bad things happen then. And on top of that, the kids are going to be up half the night texting each other, talking to each other, and very little good comes from that.
They say they are seeing more cases now because kids have no refuge from bullying, whether in school or on the internet. And now, with shows like this, or even Netflix's 13 Reasons Why.
I saw a couple of patients that specifically cited that show as inspirations for their suicidality at the time. I'll put it that way. And so that does concern me, that those that don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
And Carter was sentenced to 15 months in prison and 5 years probation, which expires in August of this year. For now, that's the very latest live in Plainville tonight. Wale,